And welcome everybody here to Georgia, Alabama Sports Live as we get ready for a big matchup here in the region between the St. Anne Pacelli Vikings as they host the First Presbyterian Day Vikings. St. Anne Pacelli coming into the matchup first game at home here for the season as well. 5-4 on the season, FPD 4-1. Pacelli led by Coach Campbell Hudson and his assistants Allie Wismer and Kobe Vance. FPD led by head coach Sean Bridger, as well as his assistant coaches Olivia Bridger, David Jones, and Seth Fuller. And we'll go through the lineups here. As you see out there defensively for St. Anne Pacelli. In the circle today, Miss Lindsay Bagley, the ace of the pitching staff for the St. Anne Pacelli Vikings. She comes into the matchup 3-2 on the season with a 1.50 ERA. Behind the dish, Ava Gerber from third to first. Emma Grace Andrews, Tally Ellis, Madison Green, Sadie Childers, and from left to right in the outfield, Kendall Purnell, Reagan Dixon, and Amanda Acevedo. Lyric Jones, the shortstop for FPD, looking to lead things off here as we get ready for first pitch. And the first pitch from Bagley crosses the outside corner for a strike. 5:16 p.m. first pitch. It's about 97 degrees and scorching out here, a little humid. As we're outside and I'm too big for this. High and outside from Bagley for a ball to even the count up 1-1. Again, 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the order for FPD. Lyric Jones, Jessica Jones, and Grayson Fuller. Is out to be laid down, popped up in the air, caught foul. Behind the dish by Gerber for the first out of the ball game. Lyric Jones tried to lay one down, ended up hitting it off the top of the barrel that time, and Ava Gerber able to pop up out of her stance, make the catch in foul territory for the first out of the ball game. That'll bring up center fielder Jessica Jones. Takes the first one out of the zone to make it 1-0. Again, Mike Frost here as it's Tyler Dykes producing. It's a Carroll Purdue State Farm first inning here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And second pitch to Jessica Jones. Fouled back to the backstop to even things up 1-1. Jessica Jones comes in batting .353 on the season. No extra base hits, but 2 RBIs and 5 runs scored. Outside corner to put her in the hole, 1-2. You got a pitch to work with here if you're Bagley. See if she can try to get Jones to chase one here. Went a little off speed. Jones out in front, able to battle and hit it off the backstop to keep it foul and keep it in play. And stays alive and stays 1-2. Hits that one out towards second base, picked up by Green. The throw over to first in time for the 4-3 put out over to Childers, and that's the second out of the inning here. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Vikings from FPD. And that'll bring up Lindsay Bagley's counterpart in the circle today, Grayson Fuller. Fuller batting .312 on the season with 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, and a home run. Again, Lindsay Bagley, 3-2 in 6 appearances with a 1.50 ERA, 28 innings, 40 strikeouts. That one's hit out to a right field. It's going to be gone for a home run. And Grayson Fuller with her second long ball of the season puts FPD out in front. And she was able to turn on one off the arm of Bagley that time for a big solo shot. And it's 1-0 FPD here in the top half of the first. See if Bagley can settle back down there. Fuller won that battle that time between the 2 pitchers today. That'll bring up the third baseman for FPD, Addison Arnold. Arnold coming in batting .294. 3 runs, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. No other extra base hits on the season so far for the FPD third baseman. She'll take the first one outside of the zone, 1-0. And high and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. See if Bagley can settle back in after giving up that solo shot to Fuller in the last at-bat. Hit out towards center field, going back for it is Dixon. And that one is gone as well as that goes over the wall. Back-to-back shots for FPD as Addison Arnold gets her first long ball of the season. As that one just kept carrying. You saw Dixon trailing back to try to get to it, but it just kept on going. Straight dead center field. Had the nice backspin on it, able to catch the drift and go out over the wall. And it's quickly now 2-0 in favor of First Presbyterian Day. Bagley got the first 2 out pretty easily with a pop-up in foul territory caught by Gerber. And then the ground ball to Green at second. Since then, it's been 2 solo shots back-to-back. And that'll bring up Charlie Mater, the second baseman. Mater batting .071 on the season. 3 runs scored. No extra base hits. Swing and a miss. That'll even things up 1-1. A little low that time, and it puts him ahead of the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bagley back in the circle here with a 2-1 pitch. Inside corner, gets her looking on that one to even things up. Excuse me, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 ball game, 2 down. Bases clear here in the top of the first. Gets her swing and a miss that time, and the first strikeout of the ball game for Bagley ends it. But not before FPD puts 2 on the board with back-to-back solo shots with 2 outs as we head to the bottom half of the first. 2-0 the other Vikings here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new Chevy Silverado with savings up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New Silverado 2500 HD with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet.
And welcome back to Gallman Field. Bottom of the first, leading things off for St. Anne Pacelli is Tally Ellis, the shortstop. As we look defensively at FPD, in the circle today, Grayson Fuller with the solo shot in the first inning. Behind the dish, Presley Rambo from third to first. Addison Arnold, Lyric Jones, Charlie Mater, Mally Mohan. And then from left to right in the outfield, Emma Morgan, Jessica Jones, and Claudia Green. Ellis takes the second one high for a ball to even things up 1-1. Ellis comes in batting .421 on the season. And she slices that one foul out of play. And that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Ellis, .421, 4 runs, 4 RBIs, a double and a triple so far in the season. And that one to sail high to even things back up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And pitching today, Grayson Fuller, 3-0 in 4 appearances with an ERA of 0. And shows why right there with a breaking ball over the outside corner to get Tally Ellis looking for the first out and the first strikeout of the ball game for Fuller. Again, Fuller, 3-0 in 4 appearances with a 0.00 ERA and 23 innings pitched, 44 strikeouts. For the FPD senior. And that'll bring up Reagan Dixon. The center fielder goes to lay it down. It'll go foul. Picked up by Arnold in foul territory, and it's an 0-1 count. Dixon comes into the ball game batting .500, 7 hits and 14 at-bats with 5 runs scored, 3 ribbies, a double, a triple, and a home run. Takes that one high and away for a ball, and it's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are clear with 1 down here in the bottom of the first. In the Carroll Purdue State Farm first inning here at Gallman Field at Pacelli High School. Inside as she just gets out of the way of it that time, and it makes it 2-1. And check swing that time, but it crosses the plate regardless, and that'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a 2-2 count here. Let's see what Fuller tries to do. If Dixon can choke up on the bat a little bit here and foul a couple off and find one she likes. Swing and a miss. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Fuller. Here in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Lindsey Bagley. The pitcher today for St. Anne Pacelli, Bagley, batting .286 on the season. 1 run scored on the season so far with 2 RBIs, no extra base hits. She'll step up now. Bases clear, 2 down. First pitch high from Fuller for a 1-0 count. And swing and a miss on the 1-0 pitch to even things up 1-1 on the St. Anne Pacelli pitcher. Breaking ball, high and outside to make it 2 balls, 1 strike. Let go of that one a little bit late, did Fuller that time, but no chase from Bagley. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss to even things up 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases clear here in the first. No chase from Bagley that time, and that'll run the count full. Payoff pitch upcoming here to Lindsey Bagley. Swing and a miss, and Fuller strikes out the side in the bottom of the first. 3 up, 3 down goes St. Anne Pacelli. As we head to the top of the second, it's still 2-0 FPD here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And welcome back, everybody, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live here at Gallman Field. 2-0 ball game, top of the second. 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8 due up for FPD here in the second. Presley Rambo looking to lead things off, the sophomore catcher. 214 on the season with a run scored, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles. And the first 2 from Bagley outside of the zone to make it a 2-0 count. I'd like to take this time to thank our presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live: Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, Mike Hostelow Law Firm. As that one hits Rambo in the foot and should go down to first. As Campbell Hudson will call time and go out there to talk to Bagley for a second, see if she can get her to calm down here. As she starts off the second with a hit by pitch, looked like one got away from her that time, went down and got the feet of Rambo. And stepping up, being talked to now, Mally Mohan, the first baseman, will come up to the plate for First Presbyterian Day. I'm sorry, Mohan, my apologies. As a senior batting .273 on the season with 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs, a double and a home run. Hitting from the left side. As we get ready to resume play here, 1 on first, nobody out. Swing and a miss by Mohan, and there's an 0-1 count. No courtesy runner for the catcher this time, as Presley Rambo still on first base as the base runner. And that one will get away just a second from Gerber. Picks it up quickly before Rambo can make a move, and it's 1-1. And that's going to get grounded into the 3-4 hole in right. Scooped up that time, a little bit of a bobble by Acevedo. But she'll get it in quickly, but not before Rambo makes her way around to third base. Now to put runners at the corners now. Here in the top of the first. With nobody out, now to bring up the 8-hole hitter and left fielder, Emma Morgan. Morgan, the sophomore, batting .583 on the season. 4 runs scored, 6 RBIs, and a double. So some depth out of the 8-hole here for FPD. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Squares around, bunts it off the top of the barrel that time as it goes straight back to the backstop to make it 0-1. And Gerber will call time and go ahead to the dugout. Have a conversation with Campbell Hudson, maybe something to do with the pitch selection. And we're ready here as Bagley back in the circle on the rubber. 0-1 count to Morgan. Taking off for second, throw down. Gonna be in time, but the run will score for FPD. As Gerber guns down Mohan, head into second. And Rambo scores on the throwdown, but now there's one down and the bases are clear. And it's a 3-0 ball game in favor of FPD here in the second. Swing and a miss that time by Morgan. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes, so she's in the hole now. And foul back, stays alive, keeps it 1-2. Right now on the other channels here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we've got a tri-match in volleyball going on at Glenwood as Prattville and Brookstone head over to Glenwood School to play in the gymnasium there, a little tri-match in volleyball. And then later on tonight, swing and a miss that time by Morgan. Second strikeout of the ball game for Bagley, and it'll be 1-2 down here in the top of the second. And later on tonight, you'll hear me and Thrift Behringer on the call as Randolph Clay come into town to take on Hardaway at Otis Spencer Stadium. First football game for the MCSD here this fall. First pitch to Claudia Green, high and outside. 1-0 count. The right fielder for FPD, the senior, batting .364 on the season with a run scored, an RBI, and a double. And she'll swing at that one over the top. Evens it up 1-1. High and outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it evens back up 2-2. Bagley looking to settle back in here after giving up the hit by pitch and the base hit to start the inning off. FPD scored the run on the double steal. Now it's going to be hit out, short right field, backing up for it, making the grab on the edge of the grass is Green for the 3rd out of the inning. Not before FPD puts a run on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom half of the second. It's 3-0 Vikings here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Houlihan serves fresh dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Gallman Field on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. St. Anne Pacelli hosting FPD. 3-0 in favor of First Presbyterian Day here so far. Bottom of the second, 4-5-6 due up for Pacelli. Ava Gerber, the catcher, looking to lead things off here. Takes the first one outside from Fuller for a ball, 1-0. Gerber on the season batting .278 with 3 runs scored, 2 ribbies, and a triple. Tries to lay one down, lets the barrel drop, and it'll go foul out of play. And that'll even the count up 1-1.
It's open. JC, it shouldn't be locked.
And 1-1 pitch coming from Fuller. High for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Ava Gerber, the catcher. Again, 4, 5, 6 due up for St. Anne Pacelli, Ava Gerber, Sadie Childers, and Kendall Purnell. Inside, chops it out towards the shortstop, picked up, and thrown across for the 6-3 put out. Lindsey Jones to Mally Mohan. 6-3 for the first out of the second inning, and that'll bring up Sadie Childers, the first baseman. Childers, 214 on the season with 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a double. She'll step in the box here against Grayson Fuller. Low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Fuller again, 5th appearance of the season in 6 games for FPD, has yet to give up a run. High, 2-0. Also kicked off the scoring for FPD in the first with a solo shot over the right field wall. And swing and a miss that time by Childers, and it's now a 2-1 count. First baseman back in the box now. Fuller on the rubber, gets the signal. And curveball high, 3-1. So Childers now with a hitter's count. Let's see if Fuller goes at her here. Throws one over the middle, just try to get one over and make the count full and see if Childers can jump on top of it. Curveball started off inside, broke over the inside half of the plate, and it makes it a full count now. We'll get a payoff pitch with the bases clear and 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and Fuller comes back to get her. 4th strikeout of the ball game. And there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the left fielder, Kendall Purnell. Purnell on the season batting .250. 1 hit and 4 at-bats with 3 runs scored. Getting the start here today in left for the St. Anne Pacelli Vikings. Squaring around, pulls it back just in time on the rise ball. As that one goes high to make it 1 ball, no strikes. Fuller gets the signal, checks the wristband, the pitch sails away, 2-0. Good eye from Purnell on both chances to square around. Able to pull back in time to get the balls. Now she's ahead of the count, 2-0. St. Anne Pacelli looking to get somebody on board here in the second as that one drops down below the knees, and it's now a 3-0 count. See if Coach Hudson rests the bat on Purnell's shoulders here with a 3-0 count. Trying to see if he can make Fuller throw a strike here. Squaring around that and across the numbers that time, it'll make it 3 balls, 1 strike. Inside corner with the curveball, runs it full. As Fuller's brought it back to a full count here after being down 3-0. Big payoff pitch right here with 2 down and the bases empty in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and Purnell behind on that one. 5th strikeout of the ball game by Fuller. And 3 up, 3 down goes St. Anne Pacelli again here in the second. No ball, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the third. It's still 3-0 FPD on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck? Hostelo.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new Chevy Silverado with savings up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New Silverado 2500 HD with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back, everybody, here after the short little 3-minute weather break. A little heat break here with a wet ball here in Georgia. Keep everybody safe in the weather right now. Still 97 degrees here in Columbus. FPD looking to lead off here in the third as we're back to the top half of the order with Lyric Jones stepping up to the plate. Tried to square around last time and popped one up in foul territory, caught by Ava Gerber for the first out of the ball game. 0 for 1. High and inside with the first pitch from Bagley, and it's 1-0. Absolutely no wind right now. 96 degrees, but the weatherman says it feels like 106. So that's why we had that little bit of a weather break that time. Get everybody some water, cool off in the dugouts for a second before they come back out for the third. 3-0. FPD with the lead, and now a 2-0 count to Lyric Jones. And she's going to chop that one back to Bagley. Bagley snags it in the circle, makes the throw over to first in time for the 1-3 putout. And there's now one down with nobody out. Now to bring up the center fielder, Jessica Jones. Grounded out her last time to Madison Green at second base. 0 for 1 in the ball game is Jessica Jones as she takes the first one outside the zone for a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss on one around the chest that time, and leaving it up 1-1. Bagley hoping to settle down here. Gave up 2 runs in the first on 2 back-to-back solo shots. And then gave up 1 after the hit by pitch, the base hit, and then the double steal in the second to make it 3-0. Swing and a miss that time by Jessica Jones. And it's now a 1-2 count. Bagley looking to work ahead here and try to get a big out. And outside, no chase by Jones, and it evens it up 2-2. And that one will be skied up foul, and it'll go out of play. As Childers try to make a play on that one, but it'll go off the back of the dugout. And Jessica Jones keeps it alive here. Still a 1-2 or 2-2 count. Bagley back in the circle. Jones back in the box. Hits that one out towards second over the leaping green into right field. Picked up by Acevedo. And holds her to first base for a base hit out in the right field. Jessica Jones reaches for the first time today. That one sails high, goes back to the backstop. A 1-0 count to Grayson Fuller, 1 for 1 in the ball game with a solo shot. Also the pitcher on the mound today for FPD. As that one sends Jessica Jones into scoring position to second base. That one in the dirt. Good stop by Gerber that time. And that one a sail high to make it 3-0. Inside corner for a strike, and it's now 3-1. Runner at second, 1 out here in the top of the third. Fouled back, and now it's a full count. So we'll get a payoff pitch to Grayson Fuller here from Lindsey Bagley after being down 3-0. Hit out towards second base, up the middle. Nobody's going to get to it as it gets to center field. Picked up by Dixon to throw into second. And an RBI base hit by Grayson Fuller, her second RBI of the ball game. Second hit as well, as she moves to 2 for 2. And with 1 down and a runner at first, that'll bring up Addison Arnold. Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner into the ball game, as Finley McPipkin comes in to run for Grayson Fuller. So McPipkin coming to the game as the courtesy runner for the pitcher for FPD. So still runner at first now, 4-0 ball game here in the top of the third with 1 down. Addison Arnold at the plate. Hits that one into right center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Chasing it down is Acevedo. Comes up with it, throws it into second. Picked up by Ellis. And a stand-up double by Addison Arnold, her second extra base hit of the ball game. So that'll put runners at second and third now with 1 down, and that'll bring up Charlie Mader, who struck out swinging to end the first. 0 for 1 in the ball game so far. Bagley looking to settle back in here. That top of the order for FPD has been ruthless so far in this ball game. And Bagley coming in with a 1.50 ERA, already given up 4 earned runs so far in this one. First pitch outside to Mater makes it 1-0. Four nothing FPD here with 1 down in the top half of the third. Still threatening with runners in scoring position. Squares around, pulls it back, but called strike to even things up 1-1. Charging in from third was Emma Grace Andrews. Squares around, pops it up in the air, picked up by Andrews. Nobody to throw it to as everybody gets back safely, but not before the second out of the inning is recorded. On the pop-up bunt attempt by Mater to make it 2 down now with runners at second and third. Now to bring up Presley Rambo. Led off the second inning with a hit by pitch, got hit in the foot, came around to score on that double steal. Second and third, 2 down. First pitch to Rambo, low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Hit out towards right center field. Coming in for it is Acevedo. Makes the grab for the third out, and that'll stop the threat by FPD, but not before they get one more on the board. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom half of the third. It's 4-0 FPD here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So That's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer Bulldog Coach right now on Amazon. And thank you again to Steve Smithwick and Matt Wolf for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Georgia Alabama Sports Live out here at Gallman Field. 4-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the third. Leading off, Madison Green, 7-8-9 due up for Pacelli. The second baseman looking to start things off, get somebody on base for St. Anne. Pacelli right here. She squares around, takes the first one. Actually kept the bat out in front, gets called a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Green. Takes that one, makes it even 1-1. So far, Green on the season, 2 hits and 17 at bats with 3 runs, an RBI, and a double for the Pacelli second baseman. Foul tip that time, gets it back to the backstop, makes it a 1-2 count. Back in the circle is Fuller. Hit out towards second base, popped up in the air, caught by Mater for the first out of the third inning. Just under that one was Green that time, and Amanda Acevedo will step to the plate, the right fielder. Caught a fly ball in right field to end the top half of the third. Acevedo coming in 222 on the season with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, no extra base hits. Squares around, barrel above the ball that time, and it goes into the catcher's mitt for a strike, and it's 0-1. Acevedo back in the box. Fuller getting the signal, checks the wristband for the pitch selection. And that was going to be skied out of play. And Acevedo now in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 count now to Acevedo. Let's see if Fuller tries to get her to chase. She does, and Acevedo doesn't go for it that time, and it's now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Pacelli right fielder. Fuller steps off the rubber, trying to get the correct pitch selection there from the coach. High one right there with a rise ball, and Acevedo chases it for the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Grayson Fuller. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter and third baseman, Emma Grace Andrews. Andrews, 143 on the season with 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Swing and a miss as she hacks at the first one, that time with the curveball. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike now to the Pacelli third baseman. Change up, drops in the zone for a strike and is now 0-2. I believe that might be the first change up we've seen today from Fuller, as they had Emma Grace knees buckled just a little bit that time. Beautiful pitch by Grayson Fuller. Inside corner, and she gets Emma Grace looking for the third strike, and that's 7 in the ball game here for Grayson Fuller. As Pacelli goes down in order, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll head to the top half of the 4th. It's 4-0 FPD here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And welcome back, everybody, to the top half of the 4th. FPD with a 4-0 lead. Again, coming into the ball game 4-1. Pacelli 5-4. As we go back here with FPD, 7-8-9 due up. Starting off with Mally Mohan. Base hit to right field, 1-for-1 in the ball game. Her first time up. She swings and misses at the first one to make it 0-1. And that one just outside to even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled out of play. And Bagley's worked herself ahead of the count here, 1-2. Mohan back in the box from the left side. Just inside, almost clipped her. As that goes past the mid of Gerber to the backstop to even things up, 2-2. And outside off the plate, that'll run it full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the FPD first baseman. And 1-for-1 in the ball game. Was caught stealing on the double steal earlier that scored a run by Presley Rambo in the second. And she goes after that one. Little check swing. Bat went around that time, and a big strikeout to start off the 4th by Lindsey Bagley. That's her 3rd of the ball game here with 1 down in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Emma Morgan. Left fielder, 0-for-1, struck out her first time at the plate. Takes a hack at one inside that time, and it's 0-1. Hot day today. We've been taking 3-minute heat breaks between half innings. Swinging a miss, and now it's 0-2. And Bagley way ahead here with Morgan in the hole. Right now, looking at the weather earlier, it was 97. Felt like 106. And with the 0-2 pitch, Emma Morgan able to drive it up the middle, past Bagley into center field for a big base hit. Her first of the ball game as she moves to 1-for-2 now. And that'll bring Claudia Green, the right fielder, up to the plate. Popped up to Madison Green in the 2nd inning to end that one. 0-for-1 in the ball game. So 1 on, 1 out here in the top half of the 4th. FPD with a 4-0 lead. And that one's going to sky foul out of play and hits the van going down the street here. Just off the grill that time. No telling where that softball went after it ricocheted off of that one. And an 0-1 count now to Claudia Green. Swing and a miss. She's behind in the count, 0-2. Same as Emma Morgan, who was down 0-2 and got a big base hit up the middle. Let's see if Bagley tries to get her to chase or comes right at her here. High and outside for a ball, and it's now 1-2. Swing and a miss, big strikeout that time by Bagley. 2nd of the inning, 4th of the ball game. That'll bring us back to the top of the order for FPD with Lyric Jones, the shortstop. 0-for-2 in the ball game. Fouled out to the catcher her first time up. Grounded out to Bagley her 2nd time up. And she'll pop this one up in the air. Bagley unable to get to it, and they let it roll foul. Intelligent play that time by the infield. Not trying to pounce on it before it rolled foul because Lyric Jones would have been on first easily. Instead, she'll head back to the box with an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to the FPD shortstop here in the top of the 4th. 1 on, 2 down. High pitch from Bagley, and Jones chases to make it 0-2. And she'll muster that one off the handle. Foul out of play, keeps it. No balls, 2 strikes. Bagley getting ahead 0-2 on the last 3 batters for FPD. And low and inside, no chase that time by Lyric Jones, and it's 1-2. Now one hit out, foul again, same spot. Off the off-speed pitch from Bagley, and it keeps the count 1-2. Hit foul out of play. As Lyric Jones continues to battle here with 2 strikes. Still a 1-2 count, 2 down, runner at first for FPD. In the dirt, and that's actually going to hit Lyric Jones. So after working ahead 0-2, Lyric Jones able to battle, ends up taking one off the foot. Same as Presley Rambo did in the 2nd inning. And that'll put runners at first and second now with 2 down for Jessica Jones. 1 for 2 in the ball game, grounded out to Madison Green at second in the first, and then had a base hit to right, came around to score in the 3rd. 1 for 2 in the ball game is Jessica Jones so far. 2 on, 2 down, top of the 4th, FPD with a 4-0 lead over St. Anne Pacelli. Inside 1-0. You know, heat has to be a factor out here today, but FPD able to jump out early with those 2 back-to-back shots in the 1st inning. And with a great pitcher like Grayson Fuller on the mound, it's going to be hard for Pacelli to make a comeback here. As that one goes out of play, evens the count 1-1. Here with 2 down in the top of the 4th. 1-1 count to Jessica Jones, the FPD center fielder. Inside, 2-1. Low and inside, now 3-1. And she swings it one high that time to run it full, 3-2. Jessica Jones chased ball 4. And that'll run the count full now. We'll get a payoff pitch with 2 on and 2 down here in the top of the 4th. As Bagley looks to keep the score 4-0 right here. Swing and a miss, big strikeout that time by Bagley to end the top half of the 4th as she strikes out all 3 outs. Here against FPD, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We'll head to the bottom half. Still 4-0 FPD here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO Steve Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, Steve, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now an award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer Bulldog Coach right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new Chevy Silverado with savings up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New Silverado 2500 HD with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together
welcome
to get
back
you back
to Gallman Field here at Pacelli, St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School, as right off the bat with a fly up out there. That is Tally Ellis, number 15. Tyler Dykes with you now on the call. Mike Frost, he is now on his way to Otis Spencer Stadium for tonight's matchup between Randolph and Hardaway. Muskogee County School District is opening up their football season over at Otis Spencer, so him and Thrift Behringer will be on the call. Tyler Dykes with you here to take you to the end of the match. So far, all FPD, as we are here in the bottom of the fourth. As it is now number 99, Reagan Dixon up to bat. Struck out in her first at-bat of the season. And the count is now running 2-0 here at St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School. Hot but beautiful evening as the sun sets here. Cloud cover finally coming in a little bit here at Gallman Field, as this is the 10th game for the Lady Vikings of Pacelli, but their first at home, as the count is now 2-1 to Reagan Dixon. As pitcher for FPD, number 15, Grayson Fuller. As Reagan Dixon got hit on the foot there, it looks like. As I mentioned, Grayson Fuller for FPD has, up to this moment, pitched 3 up, 3 down, 6 strikeouts on the day so far. And up until that point, potential perfect game, but now with a runner on base. Currently still on offer a no-hitter, though, as that is called for a strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Glen Smith Chevrolet, GMC, the Houston Clinic, Mike Costello Law Firm, Coca-Cola, and Chick-fil-A. presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. As the count is now, I believe we have a 2-1 count here, but we'll check on the umpire here directly in front of us. As number 21, Lindsey Bagley up to bat. Lindsey Bagley up to bat. As the count is 2-1 here for Lindsey. Struck out her first at bat in the first. This time, though, she has a runner on base. Starting pitcher for the Pacelli Lady Vikings, and foul tip there, making it a 2-2 count. Pitcher's count here. Lindsey needs to be careful here to not strike out. Going to be your second K of the day. And here comes the pitch, and a 3-2 full count. Now for Bagley. Hoping to get a hit so they can start a run streak here. Down by 4, the home Vikings against the visiting Lady Vikings. And there's the pitch, fouled off just over the fence line here on the first base side as the count stays full. For Bagley here, wind up the pitch, the hit, the foul tip. And she stays alive, does Bagley. Here at Gallman Field on the beautiful St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School campus. Again, a hot day, but we do have a little bit of cloud cover right now. Probably go away here in a few. But both sides have traveled really well to Gallman Field. And here comes the pitch. And it looks like it was knuckled off the bat, caught, and double play happened there for the Lady Vikings. So that was a double play for the Lady Vikings as we're about to hit. As we're going to keep going here, we have had 3-minute breaks, but we're not going to have one here. But while the softball game is continuing, we're going to go to a quick commercial break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back here at Gallman Field.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Hula Fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Hula Hands delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
At the top of the 5th here, as Grayson Fuller comes out for her 3rd at-bat of the game. Home run in her first at-bat, followed by a single. So we're here at the top of the 5th inning. Tyler Dykes with you on the call. Mike Frost was on the call, but he is currently on his way to Otis Spencer Stadium for the Muskogee County School District opener as Fuller pops it in the air, going to shortstop, and caught there. That is a great catch from Pacelli. That is Ellis on the catch. As count now runs even here inside, making it 1-0. As Lindsey Bagley continues here, as Arnold also had a home run in the first, and then a double in the third. This time she swings and a miss. And the count now runs 1-1. And swing down to third base. Third to first. And that makes it quickly third batter. Terry Mater struck out and popped up to the outfield. Hasn't been on base yet. Strike called there for Bagley. Top of the 5th here. Count appears to be 1-1. And swing. And they're going to call that out there. Top of the 5th came and went. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Your Lady Vikings coming up to bat here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back here in just a moment. And welcome back to Gallman Field here at St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School for this softball matchup between your St. Anne Pacelli Vikings versus the visiting FPD Lady Vikings from Macon. Tyler Dykes with you on the call as we are now back up here. As swing and a miss for Pacelli. This is number 4, Ava Gerber. Ground out in her first at bat in the second inning. As it is now 1-1. Even count here, could swing both ways. As the sun has made a return, probably an unwelcome one with the heat that we've had today, but it has returned nonetheless. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As fouled out in the tree line, makes it 1-2. And we're sponsored here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Clinic, Chick-fil-A, and the Mike Costello Law Firm. Thank you so much for supporting us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we're kicking off the 2026-2027 school year. And got a hop there for Gerber. And it's a hit to first. And it brings up number 8, Sadie Childers, struck out in her first at-bat. That breaks up number 15 for FPD, Grayson Fuller. That breaks up her no-hitter so far. Let's see if that opens the bases and opens the home plate back here for Pacelli, as a little bit high there, and ball called. It is now 1-0. Runner on base for one of the few times so far this game for Pacelli. As here it comes. High, going back to first. Call time. As they get the call here for Pacelli. And pitch. High, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. As runner on first here for Pacelli. Looking for the bunt, takes a strike, goes to second. And they call her out on the stolen base. Strike called, out given. Pacelli tried to make something happen there, but instead they lose their runner that they had on base. And it's now 3-1. And strike called. And the count is 3-2 count, full count. Pitch, swing, out. As Kendall Purnell looking to see if she can light the spark here at St. Anne Pacelli. Pacelli has 7 outs to make up 4 runs, and swing and a miss, strike 1.
Come on, Kendall. Keep battling, kid.
Looking to receive the pitch is FPD. And time called here for Pacelli. And pitch, swing, miss, 0-2. 0-2 the count. And swing and a miss as Pacelli go down. 3 up, 3 down. Another strikeout for Kendall here in the bottom of the 5th. And the FPD Vikings are back up to bat here in the top of the 6th. We'll be back here from Gallman Field here at St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School in Columbus, Georgia, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new Chevy Silverado with savings up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New Silverado 2500 HD with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Top of the 6th inning here for the visiting Lady Vikings from FPD. And first pitch is second high for ball 1 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, the Houston Clinic, Jack Memorial Houston Hospital, as fly to center. And that is the first out of the inning there for St. Anne Pacelli and the Lady Vikings. But again, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Clinic, Mike Costello Law Firm, and Chick-fil-A. Great partners here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, along with all of our other supporting partners that you see throughout the week, such as Houlihan's. We just announced David Busters is sponsoring our Student Athlete of the Week. Of course, Alex Quinney with the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And also our school-specific sponsors as well. Thank you so much for supporting us and what we do here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 1-0 count makes it 1-1. As we have still at the pitcher's mound, Lindsey Bagley up to bat. As you're going to call that a strike, 1-2 count for Bagley. And hit off the knuckle of the bat, it sounded like, and that makes it 2 outs. Very quick 2 outs here for St. Anne Pacelli. So that was number 10, Liz McGregor, subbing on for number 21 for FPD. And it's now number 2, Emma Morgan, up to bat. Singled in her 4th inning, struck out in the 2nd. Her 3rd at-bat tonight. She is currently 500 on the night. And fouled out. Almost hit a car in the parking lot just behind us here at the softball field. That was very close. As count is 0-1. Here comes the swing. And that's 3 strikes. 3 strikes, and you're out there for FPD. And coming out after this commercial break are your Lady Vikings up to bat. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Stay tuned as we head to the bottom of the 6th here in Columbus, Georgia.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and your Lady Vikings do have 6 outs to work with to try to make up 4 runs and even potentially grab a 5th and grab the lead and grab a walk-off here. As we are now up to bat here. As it's slow, this is Madison Green, popped up in the 3rd inning, her second at bat of the day here in the 6th. And here goes pop up to right field, has it, and first out there for Green. As Amanda Acevedo, number 19, is up to bat, struck out in her first. Acevedo up to bat. And if you're watching the game early, you were hearing the sound of Mike Frost as first pitch comes in, swing and a foul. You were hearing the sounds of Mike Frost. He's currently on his way to Otis Spencer Stadium for Randolph versus Hardaway. The Muskogee County School District has their home opener in Columbus tonight, just off of exit 3 at Otis Spencer Stadium. Be sure to tune in for Thrift Behringer and Mike Frost on the call. And swing and a miss, 0-2 now here in the bottom of the 6th. As we have to say from FPD, Grayson Fuller has been throwing a fantastic game, only allowed 1 hit, and is currently 3 up and 3 down in every inning. And swing and a miss, strike 2. Currently on track for that, but let's see if we have number 6, Hennessy Veloz, up to bat. First time at the plate for Veloz. And taking it low for ball 1. And this is at a change at this bat. Again, Hennessy Veloz coming in for number 55, Emma Grace Andrews, who struck out in the first at bat for this 9th batter slot. Grayson Fuller currently has 10 Ks so far on the night. And fouled off there for a 1-1 count. Fuller currently has struck out over half of the batters she's faced. And looking to get the pitch here is Fuller. And just high. For Veloz. I believe we're on a 2-1 count here with the foul tip. Umpire just confirmed it, 2-1 count. And a little bit high, almost hit her on the helmet, 3-1. Here for Veloz as she's looking at her play card to see what the strategy is for this 3-1 count. Hitter's choice. And Fuller makes it 3-2. Pacelli has as many outs as they have runs, as FPD has runs to make up here. And there's a foul off the tree. And Velos keeps it alive. 3-2 full count. As both teams look at their play cards. Pitch. High, take it for the walk. And Velo's on base. As for the first time, a fourth batter is coming up for Pacelli. As this is Tally Ellis, struck out in the first, flew out to center in the fourth. She's here on the sixth inning. Looking to see if she can start a streak here for Pacelli. So have a runner on base. Velos looks to run but doesn't. Strike called. 0-1 now for the Lady Vikings. As foul tip, make it 0-2. Here for the Lady Vikings. And the windup. And called strike. They're going to still throw to second even though it didn't matter. 3 outs there. Your Lady Vikings have 3 outs to pitch, 3 outs to hit to see if they can make a comeback here in Columbus, Georgia. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for the 7th inning. Here from Gallman Field at St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School in Columbus, Georgia. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
This broadcast of St. Anne Pacelli Lady Vikings softball here from Gallman Field in Columbus, Georgia is presented to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Clinic, the Mike Costello Law Firm, and Chick-fil-A. Thank you so much for supporting us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we have 6 outs left to determine the winner here in Columbus, Georgia. As the Lady Vikings in blue are trying to put FPD their 3 outs to bed so they can use their 3 outs to potentially have a 5-run comeback, as it is now 1-1 as off the curb goes the softball. As the count is 1-1. It's been a fantastic pitcher's duel between Grayson Fuller of FPD and Lindsey Bagley of the Lady Vikings. And currently up to bat is number 12 for FPD. This counts 1-2. Now 1-3. First out there for FPD. strikeout here as number 14, Lyric Jones, up to bat. This is her 4th at-bat of the day. Check swing. Going to call it a ball. Single in the 4th, and then pop fly in the 1st, and a 1-3 play in the 3rd. And strike called, 1-1, even count for the Lady Vikings. And here comes high and wide, 2-1 for Pacelli. As the Lady Vikings looking to see if they can, again, stop FPD and create a comeback of their own. As here comes the pitch, fouled off in the dirt in towards left field, 2-1. As Backley with it back in the pitcher circle. Two count. As the sun is beginning to fall, the shade is coming in over center field, and that is strike 3. 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 Ks for Bagley. As we have Jessica Jones flew out in the 1st, hit in the 2nd, or hit in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th, and then her 4th at bat. Pop fly to third base, caught at the bag, and just like that, we have 3 more outs to determine the winner here in Columbus, Georgia. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live from Gallman Field at St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School in Columbus, Georgia. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new Chevy Silverado with savings up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New Silverado 2500 HD with savings up to $12,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Number 99, Reagan Dixon, up to kick off the final bottom inning here for the Lady Vikings. Struck out in the 1st and then was hit on the foot in the 4th, so she got the free bag. And strike called. Here's the Lady Vikings of Pacelli in the blue jerseys have 3 outs to make up at least 4 runs. As you may hear in the background, the bell tower of St. Anne Church rings 7 times here in the 7th as we cross into 7 o'clock. Here in Columbus, Georgia, on the east coast of the United States. Thought that would have been called a ball there. That was a little bit high and wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpire did call it inside. It was close. I'm sure if we had ABS here at this level, we would have seen it would just have nicked the line to be called strike. And speaking of strike, that's a strikeout there for Reagan Dixon. As the pitcher's duel continues, Bagley versus Fuller. Number 21 versus number 15. Bagley struck out in the first and then was on the receiving end of a double play in the fourth. And in the seventh, she takes her first strike. And the Lady Vikings have 2 outs against the visiting Lady Vikings of FPD. Looking to the play cards, getting the call, the windup, the pitch, and just toppled. They're going to keep it in and make it 2 outs. And that is a ground out for Bagley. And Ava Gerber with the single in the fourth, pop up in the second. Three strikes and 4 balls will determine the fate of St. Anne Pacelli tonight. And right down the plate there from Fuller. And makes the count. As it is now 0-2. Here in Columbus, Georgia, this could potentially be the last at-bat. But let's see what Ava Gerber can do. She can keep the game alive. I believe over PA called her number 10, but she is wearing the number 4 jersey here tonight. 0-2, and the windup from Fuller. Swing and a miss. And with that, that is the ball game. The visiting FPD Lady Vikings traveled from Macon to Columbus, Georgia. And with a 4-0 win here in 7 innings, they walk out of Gallman Field with the win. I want to give a big shout out to our Alex Quinney, also good hands player of the game. There's no one else to give it to except to Grayson Fuller for the FPD Lady Vikings. Fantastic game. Only had 1 inning where she had more than 3 batters, and that more than 3 batters was only 4 in the 6th. So congratulations to Grayson Fuller for having the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game here in Columbus, Georgia. Again, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to our sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we wrap it up. Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Clinic, Mike Costello Law Firm, and Chick-fil-A, presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Thank you so much for what you do and helping us support high school athletics all across the Chattahoochee Valley. And we also give a big shout out to all of our other sponsors that you see. Alex Quinney, All-State Good Hand. Alex Quinney for the All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. Also want to give a big shout out and thank you to other partners like Hula Hands, Master Wall, and all of our school-specific sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting our work here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So we can bring, again, high school athletics to you at home here on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started for 2026-2027 as East Alabama and West Georgia athletics kick off here at our various schools that we cover. Also, go follow us over on Facebook. If you're watching on GASL Live 1, go follow our main pages at Georgia Alabama Sports Live on Instagram and on Facebook for more highlights and our schedule each and every week. This has been Tyler Dykes with you here from pretty much the bottom of the 4th inning. Mike Frost covered the first half of this game, but he had to go leave and go check them out right now. Coming up here in the next 30 minutes or so, we will have Hardaway facing off against Randolph at Otis Spencer Stadium here in Muskogee County. From where we are on exit 6, it's just a few miles down off of exit 3. So go check out that broadcast over there. It'll be Thrift Behringer and Mike Frost on the call. Again, Tyler Dykes with you here from St. Anne Pacelli Catholic School, here for the Beck Center Pacelli Game of the Week. We'll see you tomorrow. Dave Platt will be on the call here for Viking football as they have their home opener here as well. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. This is Tyler Dyke signing off here from Columbus, Georgia. Good night, everybody.